Hello and welcome to the Great British Baking Show. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Hamish.
Andrew and Hamish, that's right, and here we are together again in the kitchen.
Oh, come on, no one's buying this. Look, all right, despite the accent work or the dialect work, I'm Jim, I'm from Riverside, California.
I'm Dennis, I'm from upstate New York.
But we do want to point something out.
Look at this beautiful new silicone whisk from Melinda Hughes. It came with other stuff too, but I'm showing this one off.
Yeah, and then look at this. It's a new silicone scraping implement from Lori Miller. Both Melinda and Lori are from Riverside, California.
And also from Riverside, California, the giver of these fabulous aprons, Mary Beth Wadding.
Way to go. Now, we're going to be making something really special today. Why don't you tell them what it is?
It's going to be a tart apple pie. Because we've had this conversation lately about sweet desserts versus sort of more tart desserts, and Jim has decided rather than the traditional semi-sweet apple pie, we're going for tart, which means Granny Smith apples, less sugar, maybe a little bit more lemon juice, maybe a little bit more ginger to give it a little tang.
We're also going to be making the pie crust. Thank you, Lisa Heltke, not from Riverside, California, but fantastic nonetheless. We're going to be speeding through some of this because you've seen it already, and even though a good teacher keeps repeating, we don't want to bore you.
Now, if you saw the mushroom pie from a couple of weeks ago, you know that Jim has become a real pro at making a pie crust. So we're not going to show you all the steps, we'll just zip through it, but take my word for it, it's pretty special. Are you about ready, Jim?
Yes, but now that I feel like I've been cloaked in a mantle of hubris, it's going to be bigger challenge.
Icarus.
Yes. Oh well. My waxy wings are melting. Here we go. Oh, by the way, happy Mother's Day. And Mom, watch this on Facebook Messenger. You'll never find it.
Happy Mother's Day. So, Jim, I can't see your Riverside t-shirt anymore.
Oh, yeah. It's nice. It's from Sarah Trotta.
Nice.
Also from Riverside, California. All right. We're going to make the flour and salt concoction. Thanks, Melinda. This thing's great. This is really gratifying. So, this is a tidy little ball.
Eisenhower and I are going to cut this tidy little ball into two for a top and a bottom crust. What do you think, buddy? How's that look? Are you helping? Ta-da!
Looks like a brain.
Perfect.
A challenge has arisen. We cannot separate the very buttery dough from the parchment paper. And then we remembered last time we made this, we chilled the dough on the parchment paper before we put it into the pie tin. So we're going to put this, it looks like kind of like a really a sad floral arrangement or a postmodern one. We're going to put it in the refrigerator, see if that will help the dough separate from the parchment paper.
Now the peeling and the slicing is going to be a big part of this. So we're just right now experimenting with a couple of different thicknesses. And I'm going to just get one of these little bad boys done. And before you ask, no, we don't own an apple slicer. We're doing this old school. So this, what do you think of this, Jim? This is,
Oh, that's elegant.
it's not wafer thin, but it's elegant. So I think we'll try that. Those are 16ths. Ooh, this is gonna be a long day. Thank goodness that pastry needs to chill. Have you ever seen a French chef prepare a tarte tatin? I mean, you have to make those apple slices perfect.
I haven't, but I have had ratatouille. Everybody knows that baking is a precision art. This recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and that you should put it all over the apple slices and then shake it up. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. See how that goes.
Here's a little tip for those of you who work with brown sugar. This little guy, he's called a sugar bear. He's a thank you, Eisenhower. He's a ceramic little bear that you soak for about 20 minutes in water, and then you just put him in your brown sugar, and he keeps it moist like magic.
Why is he gendered? Now we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of flour. No capsicum, just flour.
So I am now mixing the brown sugar with nutmeg, cinnamon, and ginger. Note to self and friends, we are halving the sugar. As I said earlier, we want a slightly more tart pie.
All right, so we're gonna put the spice and sugar mixture, we're gonna do it on the apple slices. We're going to put the lid on top of the Tupperware, and we're gonna shake it up, and that way it should be evenly dispersed.
You're just doing a little bit at a time, huh?
I am. And I don't know why.
It's the way the pros do it.
That's right. I haven't been to the gym in 14 months.
Does it make the house smell divine?
It smells pretty good. Is this disturbing? It feels disturbing.
Imagine if the lid had come off at that exact moment.
I did think about that. All right. Remember how we said that we had mastered pie crust?
This is the rescue and recovery section. We'll let you know how it turns out.
Yikes.
This beautiful yellow spatula, thank you, Melinda Hughes, might just save the day. We might end up turning the bottom crust into the top crust and vice versa, but no one will know. Shh. So yet again, we didn't entirely center our crust in the tin. Wait, what did Carol say we should call it? Not a pie tin. Pie dish.
Pie dish.
Pie dish. So we're taking the extra off of one side and we're going to use it to fill in the edges of the other side, because centering, what? We're trying. So Jim, what's the secret of a perfect homemade pie crust?
Having a filling that covers it.
I think it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, look at that. No one will ever know. So we've decided to put the filling in before we try to repurpose the former bottom crust into a top crust. Hey, Lori, look at that.
This is so much easier without using our fingers.
Less gross, too. Do you all know about the Dunning-Kruger effect? It's something that's kind of interesting to think about. It's essentially, it says that people with low ability overestimate their ability to do tasks which are unfamiliar to them.
Look how easy it is to turn a bottom crust into a top crust and vice versa. This thing is going to be gorgeous.
I spoke too soon. One of the things about this Kroening-Dunner effect or Kruger-Dunning effect is that you can counterbalance the effects of it by working with someone who really does know what they're doing. So Dennis is going to guide me through a yolk separation because we have to whisk up the egg whites and then use it as a wash, of course, on top of the flour and butter pastry topping. So Dennis, do you want to guide me through this, and everyone can watch how well we work together?
Okay, all right, so you want to try to crack that egg along the middle.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Okay, good. Now, without losing the yolk, come over here and pull it apart and try to keep it as separate as possible. Yeah, and then just flip the yolk from side to side, letting the white drain out. That's perfect.
Ooh.
And when you feel you've gotten all of the egg white out, you just toss the yolk.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you again, Melinda, for the silicone pastry brush. All right, so Jim has beaten the egg white until it's lovely and foamy. We've got some slits. We've got this lovely pie crust action going. Yes, baste this baby. And again, this part is pretty much just for aesthetics. We want to make this crust look as golden and shiny as we can. There's a little added tip in the recipe about covering the edges with tin foil first. So we're going to put a little bit of a tin foil wrap around it. And then halfway through the baking process, we're going to remove the tin foil because I think that will keep the crust edges from burning. I don't know. That's a theory.
One of the things about aging is you become more willing to let go of very firmly held convictions just to explore what something else might offer. I'm not talking about giving up something that's really important or fundamental to your core self, but just perhaps, I don't know, beliefs about procedures or about decorum, about recipes that you might have held earlier. We talked about making this a tart apple pie. Instead, it can be a rustic, semi-sweet apple pie. And you'll notice that I am going to very, very lightly put some granulated white sugar on top of the egg-washed pie topping in hopes that this will bring out just a tiny, tiny bit of sweetness without overpowering it. You'll also notice right here that over these X's, which are a little bit disturbing, is that there's a square. That square is a tablespoon of butter. Apparently, if you put that in there, it will spread throughout the filling and make it both more flavorful, but also perhaps softer. We don't know.
Into the oven she goes. He goes. Am I misgendering things again? Good luck, little pie. Oof. The house really does smell divine. You want to see this? You guys want to see it? You want to see it? Okay, here we go. Wow, look at that.
Nice.
Ugh. I think it's perfect.
Huh. How about that? So clearly we've moved up in the world, and as we promised at the beginning of the video, we're going to have two new taste testers tonight. We have Michael Petty.
This looks wonderful. I am so excited.
We have Martha Petty.
I am very excited for the pie too.
And look, it's the matching Les Carottes cutting board. That's how you know we're really there. Oh.
Anyway, so sit back, get ready, because they're going to try the pie in real time, and they're going to be honest. They're going to let us know exactly what they think of it. So
We think of it as authentic.
it is authentic. It's
Authentic.
It's rustic for one thing.
It is rustic. Take
All
a
right.
look.
So
Okay.
here we go.
I'm going to cut the pie with this very sharp couteau. Oof. It goes through like a dream, I will tell you that. But that just could be the quality of the knife. How's that? Is that a good size? Is everyone happy with that?
I can. It's very fragrant. I can smell.
Can you smell it? Tell us what you're
experiencing.
experiencing.
I can smell sugar.
Mm-hmm. There's sugar.
And I think I smell tart apples.
Oh God, I hope so.
I love the dish and the look of it all.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the Moravian study, just to prolong the suspense. The Moravian study is contested, but it says that if a person's vocal tone or facial gestures are at odds with what they're saying, that the people will remember, the audience will remember, the way they looked and the way they sounded, not the content of their words. So Martha and Michael are going to take a bite and not say anything. We're going to look at their faces, and then later, when they actually talk about what they experienced, we'll see if the Moravian study applies.
Okay, now I'm gonna taste. Crust is very nice.
Okay, let's watch Martha's face. Okay, now it's Michael's turn.
We will get the commentary afterwards.
Apple pie is one of my favorites.
I hope that means we didn't do it wrong.
I know.
The pressure's on.
Okay, no.
Martha, do you want to put words to it?
You saw my left eye sort of squint
Yeah.
when I was tasting.
It's not a good sign.
So no, it was an okay sign because I don't like super sweet desserts, and this is actually a tart pie, which I love.
Yay!
Wow.
And the crust was, nice on the front, nice and light, and not too much sugar.
Great.
I think it's a big success.
Good. Thank you. Okay.
For me, I love that the apples were not mushy. I don't know if you say al dente about an apple, but they were firm
Nice.
and
That's
not
good.
just applesaucey.
Yeah,
I think
well,
we do
good.
And I'm
say
looking
that
forward to trying the rest of the crust.
Great. Now we're going to watch Dennis have his.
Okay. Oh geez. Okay, here we go. I won't even put my napkin on my lap. I'll just be very careful. Oh, the crust is nice. It's a good. I got stuck in the top. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that is not too sweet. It tastes like apples, which is what you want, right? Yeah. It's good.
It's good.
All right. Last one to go. This looks okay.
Wow. It's like the Monrovian experiment.
Moldavian.
Is that how you say that?
No, I don't know what it was.
Moravian. Moravian.
It's Arabian.
Moravian Nights? 101 of them.
You know, I would say it's a success.
Yeah.
I'd give it a strong B. Yeah.
I would give it a B plus for
Yeah.
sure.
What? Amen.
I would give it a B plus. I would give it a B plus. It's
There's something else
mean-
I'm realizing is in here. It's you love cinnamon. And there's cinnamon here.
There is.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's lemon.
yeah.
Yes.
I can taste the lemon.
Yeah.
I think the lemon is really terrific.
See?
Wow.
Did you do double the
We did
lemon?
double
We doubled the lemon.
I really love the lemon.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is
Wow.
that
Double the lemon.
because
You
I
doubled
heard
the
him
lemon.
say ahead at the time.
And there it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, thank you all for being a part of it.
We'll be back with something new soon. Oh, and if you want to send us more stuff, anybody.
We like stuff.
It's really nice.
Yeah.